This case is about a girl named Jade that used the cemetery by her house to walk her dog. In this case, a girl named Jade uses the cemetery close to her house to be able to walk her dog on grass. It is the only grass area that she can get to from her house walking distance. This cemetery also hasn't had anyone buried in years. It is more of a historical cemetery. She has never seen anyone there visiting an old family member or friend. She also always cleans up after her dog and makes sure that he doesn't dig or ruin any plants. This cemetery does have a sign that says that dogs are not allowed on the premises. In fact, this is a law that you cannot use the cemetery in a recreational way, only to visit an old family member. But as I stated before, no one there has been buried in decades. The dog appreciates the exercise exposure to something besides concrete. I don't think there is anything wrong with using cemeteries in a recreational way as long as you're not being disrespectful to the dead that are buried there. It is completely harmless and Jade or her dog are not hurting anyone. The stakeholders would be anyone going to visit a dead family member or friend. But, again, Jade has never seen anyone there besides herself. Some people might think that this is morally wrong because of the dead bodies that are resting in peace there. But I would say that as long as you treat the place with respect, it's not wrong. And also, it's better that the space gets appreciated by someone than just sitting there when no one visits it. I don't think someone has the moral obligation to obey the letter of law when the spirit of law does not apply, because simply some laws make no sense. Jade is not actually doing anything wrong, but it can be considered wrong because she's breaking the law, even though she's not hurting anyone. Opposing views some people might have is saying that it's disrespectful or creepy, but it is the only patch of grass that Jade can take her dog, and she might as well make use of it if there's no one there that uses it. And also, cemeteries don't have to be just a sad place. Walking a dog isn't disrespectful to anyone visiting a family member, in my opinion. Others might say it's wrong because there is a sign that says no dogs allowed. And even though Jade saw it, she says that if anyone said anything to her, she would leave the premises without fighting. In her defense, there is literally no one there, so I don't see anything wrong with her bringing her dog so that he can find some grass. I would say that this is not an ethically or morally wrong issue, because no one is getting hurt. Jade just wants her dog to have a grass area. She doesn't want to bother anyone. The space is at least getting appreciated by Jade and her dog, instead of no one visiting it. It also technically isn't a cemetery because it is a historical cemetery, and no one has been buried there in decades. She also cleans up and doesn't ruin the place. So, in my opinion, Jade is not doing anything wrong, and she should be allowed to walk her dog there.